Alright, now we're going to talk about editing materials and using the cloud to render. If you want to render something using the cloud, what you're going to do is you're going to go to View. Well, before that, let me go ahead and turn this over to Realistic. So any kind of materials I've already put in here will take a place. And you're going to go you're going to go up to View, and you're going to see under here there's Render in Cloud. And when you click on it, it's going to ask you to log in. I've already logged in, so it's not going to ask me. But when you have to create a login, or I think your eCommunity login should work. You have to test it out. It should be free. So I'm going to log in, and then it'll tell you kind of each step. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to continue. And then it'll come up with another dialog that will allow you to kind of choose which views and whatnot. So here I can go in and select all the views that I want done, either all or just a few. So I'm just going to do my sectional perspective. You can kind of look at what those might do for you. Typically you'll just use a still image. And then you can look at, to begin with, you probably just want standard and kind of see what you're going to get, and then move up the quality and the size as you dial into exactly what you want. I would say exposure you want advanced. This will allow you to change it later. And then I'm just going to go with alpha transparent background. If you don't do this, you'll get a sky. It's kind of up to you, but this will give you more control over that sky. And then you just start rendering. And then it'll upload your to the scene to the cloud, and then it will do everything in the background. Okay, so that's getting that started. And the next thing you might want to do is start to edit materials. Now I think I've gone over some of this. I'll just go over it real quick again because it is a bit tricky. Once you've assigned the various pieces of material, you can just go ahead and edit those materials using Manage and Materials over here. But if you're trying to assign a different material to, say, an imported form, again, you'll have to go into your visibility graphics under Object Styles, and you'll have to change it here under whichever category file that you're using. So I'm just going to change this default wall to something else. I don't really plan this. I'm just going to pick perhaps some kind of tile. It has some kind of grid. I'm going to look at the appearance. Alright, and I'm going to pick right now, just so I know things are happening, I'm going to pick some nauseous color. And so I can see if things are actually working. I often will troubleshoot throwing in like a magenta or cyan or something kind of extreme, so I can see whether or not that took. It doesn't look like it took. And again, like I've had to do in other videos, you sometimes have to go in here and reload that file. Just click on it over here and reload it, and once you do, I seem to have some problems with the cloud at the moment, so I'll finish the rendering part in another video, but I'll just keep going on this material stuff. So I'm reloading it, and once I do that, then the material change has taken place. So now things are relatively simple. I can go in here and just find that that I don't have to use the visibility graphics, because I know I use tile porcelain. and I can just go in and edit. So if I want this to kind of be, I don't know, honestly didn't plan what I would put it. I'm just going to put it some kind of moody blue kind of look. Not quite that. Oh well, yeah, that's good enough. And apply that, and now it seems to be updating regularly. And then I would render that. And so on another video, I'll talk about what you do with the renderings once you get them. Because remember, the size of it is for the cloud is going to be kind of based on their own sizes. So you'll set up a crop size that works for you for kind of getting this out, and so it is still best practice to go ahead and set this up so it's at a specific kind of width and height. And I've locked that in so it holds on to that. And then so that when you start exporting, and I'll be talking about composite drawings, you'll kind of get at least a proportional system from the cloud that works for you. All right.